Hola, vamos a hablar del imperfecto del subjuntivo, ¿sí? Primero, antes de empezar, recuerdan que es el subjuntivo. Para el subjuntivo hay una fórmula. Recuerdan la fórmula. Primer sujeto, verbo de, volición, emoción, expresión impersonal, deseo, duda, etc. Más la palabra que. Entonces, segundo sujeto que es diferente. Y finalmente, si tenemos todo, usamos el subjuntivo. La diferencia es que ahora hablamos del imperfecto del subjuntivo. El imperfecto es el pasado. So, clase, se usa el imperfecto del subjuntivo para las mismas razones de usar el presente del subjuntivo. La única diferencia es que el primer verbo de duda, de emoción, de deseos, de expresiones impersonales, etc., es en el pretérito. Oh, su favorito, right? Imperfecto o en el condicional. No vamos a usar mucho el condicional ahora con el imperfecto del subjuntivo. Más tarde usamos el condicional un poco más. Right? So we'll use the conditional more with the imperfect subjunctive later when we do if clauses. We'll say things like, I would go to the store if I were permitted to leave the house. Right? So, miramos los ejemplos. Aquí en los ejemplos, tengo un ejemplo del subjuntivo en el presente. Right? So, las madres, there's your sujeto primero, right? Quieren, verbo de volición, que sus niños, segundo sujeto, se comporten bien, right? Yo menos o, opuesto, that's the subjuntivo. So the mothers want that their children behave, right? Okay, now, miramos, but mi madre quería que yo me comportara bien. My mom wanted that I behaved well. Anita told us that we had to complete the project by today. Did we complete it? Who knows, right? Duda. This is being used as a command for decir. Sería posible que Tomás no supiera cuándo entregarlo. It would be possible that Tomás didn't know when to turn it in. So this is actually the past, even though it doesn't sound like it in English, because remember, we don't really use the subjunctive at all in English. We kind of shy away from it. We like to go into infinitives more, okay? So, para formar el imperfecto del subjuntivo, toma la forma de la tercera persona plural, like ellos, right? Del, your favorito, pretérito. Recuerdan que el pretérito tiene muchos verbos irregulares. Usen los libros de verbos del pretérito para formar el imperfecto del subjuntivo. Así, para formar el imperfecto del subjuntivo, vamos a tomar la forma de ellos del pretérito, right? So the Aaron, hieron. Y vamos a sacar ron. Finalmente vamos a poner las terminaciones, right? All right, you know me. You ready for this one? I like to call these the Lady Gaga endings. Here's why. Let me write them down. Are you singing it yet? For the nosotros, whatever vowel comes before the Ramos is the, whoops, sorry for my notifications there, has an accent on it. So like I said, I like to call these the Lady Gaga endings because Ra, Ras, Ra, Ramos, Ron. Yep. I went there. That's stuck in your head now. Ra, Ras, Ra, Ramos, Ran, right? So, Lady Gaga endings. I'm going to write that down. Because it'll also help you, believe it or not, to remember. You know me and my goofy ways of remembering things, right? So, let's look at an example. And I'm going to move this out of the way because I kind of put that right where I want to put an example. You know what? I'm going to scratch that and move it over here. Lady Gaga endings. There we go. And because I can, I'm going to play with the highlighter. Okay. So now, if we look at an example, let's say la profesora, la profe, mandó. Let me command you here. She commanded que nosotros. We're going to use a form of hablar for this one. And we're going to put en español. So, the teacher commanded that we want to say that we spoke in Spanish. But because it was a command, did we speak Spanish? Did we not? You know. We're going to end up, because the format is there for the formula, using subjunctive because there's a little doubt as to whether we followed through with what her desire was. So, for the verb hablar, we're going to first put the, remember, ellos of the preterite, so hablaron, drop the ron, and yes, I realize that we're adding an R after taking off an R, but like I said, it helps to make it easier to remember, first of all, that there's an accent here, and the nosotros before the Ramos, and I couldn't call them Lady Gaga endings if the R's weren't there, so it helps out, right? Okay, so, my goodness. We have hablaron, we drop the R-O-N. Since it's the nosotros form, we're going to add an accent, R-A-M-O-S, and now this means the teacher commanded that we spoke in Spanish. All right, so it's like she's forcing us to do so, and yes, I am. Hablen en español, por favor. Siempre, siempre. Right? All right, so clase, recuerdan. Eso es importante. Si hablamos del primer verbo y segundo verbo, hay unas diferencias, right? Aquí, si el primer verbo es en el presente, voy a usar amarillo, o el imperfecto, usamos el presente del subjuntivo. Eso es yo menos o opuesto, right? That's how you form it. Put that there, okay? Y ahora, si el primer verbo es en el pretérito imperfecto o condicional, it's going to be more pretérito and imperfecto, by the way, usamos el imperfecto del subjuntivo. Se forma con la forma de ellos del pretérito. And remember, use your libre de verbos for those irregulars. Menos, ron, and then Lady Gaga endings. All right, so clase, that's it. Same concept as before with the subjunctive. The only difference is we changed the tense, which means the form of the subjunctive needs to change to show that difference in tense. All right. Hasta pronto. We can talk during conference time, or of course, feel free to send me an email. Adios.